Bonsoir. Start with the disco for once. With a stone called Classic, with a quite interesting version I got years ago when it was released. I thought, I like this. Could be cheesy, but actually no, it works. And unfortunately, I'm not alone in thinking that, since the record is not as cheap as I thought it was. Hello, Easy Now, Bat, Dobbs, Thomas. Frank. Hectic good, hopefully. Or hectic alright. Hello, Einogard. Maybe, we'll see. You'll tell me. Hello, 808. See, the disco starts early. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Bodo. Mercurian Man, hello. I don't think I've seen you before. Hello, Rich. Exactly. Hello, Thomas. Johnny. Thank you, Frank, for the early tipping. Always appreciated. This is the part when this song gets real. This version gets interesting. GBL Frank, leaving a little tip in the tipping jar in the description. The Ko-fi link, if anyone likes it enough, they want to support the channel. Thank you, guys. Hello, Rufan. First time here. Right back at you. Hello, Frank. So the Joubert singer, whom we're listening to, were a New York choir, church choir, that Larry Levin, the famous disco DJ, discovered and recorded or did a slight edit of the version. And this is a remix by a band called Panopticum Orchestra, which adds a little bit of a steady beat and these like keyboards chords right now that I find really, really good. Am I into the sex dwarfs? Of course I am. But yeah. Hey, Steve. Well, welcome, Rufan. Hello, Nick. I saw your message. It's all good. I assume so. I was a little bit, yeah. Yeah, Orbish. The inspiration for my artwork here is, I'm not going to tell too much. Some people know what it is, but yeah, mischievous fire. A little esoteric, maybe. Hello, Dom. Next record is for Dom, by the way. Dom made a kind of request, non-request. Groovy and full of great spirits. I'll show it, Rich. Don't worry. Probably. I mean, it's the favorite song of a lot of people. And hello. The Joubert singer, Stand on the Word. The Larry Levin mix is the one that people know, and I played the Panopticon Orchestra remix. This is a record from 12 years ago or so. No one seemed to pay attention to it when it came out because everyone is fascinated with the original, which is amazing. You should definitely get the original, or a bootleg of the original, or this because it features also the original. But I guess it took a little time for people to realize that this Panopticon Orchestra remix actually brings something new to the song, and is not destroying the magic of the uniqueness of the song.
She was obviously deeply interested in minding her own business, but would suddenly, without apparent reason, unleash outbursts of obscene shouts.
I assume this was maybe a somewhat grey market area, because how do you pay royalties to a kid choir from New York in a church from the early 80s?
Mr. Smith has not told us what was at the back of his mind when writing his. If the crude expression be permissible.
So me and Dom, seeking a thread here, great channel, great friend, great friend of this stream as well. Him and I were talking about this band earlier. He asked me about my opinion about General Strike, which is Steve Beresford and David Toop, who I had the privilege to interview with Michael 45 a couple of months back. This is them at their most dub, I guess. This was issued in the mid-90s on CD, and this was released in 2012 on vinyl for the first time on Stab Gold. And I guess that Dom was asking me about it because I guess it got repressed, not reissued, repressed recently, or right now, or in a few weeks. I'm not sure. I saw the news, so I thought, let's pull it off the shelves, and yeah, it's a fantastic record, fantastic post-punk dub record. The first side is really nice, and by the end it gets great, and the whole B side is fantastic. So if you listen to it online, get to the nitty and gritty. Oh yeah, sorry. Well, I can, like, this is oh yeah. I'm just, as I did a little poll earlier to see how much music from one artist, one record I should play, or what you guys like, guys and girls, and we'll see. We'll think about it. But I have no problem playing a few tracks in a row from the same record. So, and this is one of these good reasons. Here you can hear like the electronics, but that sounds almost like African percussions in a way. So you see, it's not just a reggae dub record. Thank you, Chance, concert buddy, for for leaving a nice little tip in the tipping jar in the Kofi link in the description. Thank you, Chance, much appreciated. And yes, the leg is well. The elbow is still fucked, and now psychologically I have pain in the other one. I hope it's psychological, but yeah, it will take some time to heal. This is my work injury from pressing records in a machine not designed for humans, but that works pretty well anyways. Alright, I missed quite a few comments. No, they're in tall order, Noisy Beast. What are you talking about? Ah, people are starting to learn French thanks to me. Not that I've used that kind of language, Chris, but yeah. Nice to see you here. Yes, the Joubert singers. Hello, Rev. She probably did, and it was probably thanks to Mia Weiss, the French guy who produced her from the punk band, the French punk band Taxi Girl. See, I thought there was something going on there. Staubgold, yeah, it's an interesting label, very interesting. Salut! Are you greeting me from Sardinia in Italy? Nice. Hello, Angela. Ooh, Thomas. Now I'm being jealous. Now you're revealing one of my big ones. The General Strike 7-inch is something I've been after for quite some time. No luck. I shouldn't even have said that, huh? I'm shooting myself in the foot. Hello, Grateful Dogs. Hello, Ryan. Nice to see you. Ah, it's an eventful journey. All right. So where shall we go next? I've wrote it, so I guess a lot of you are aware. I'm super excited by the selection I have tonight. Yeah, you see, this record is so full of surprise and everything. There's joy in all these tracks. Some are more like introspective or a little more oblique, as I like to say. But what's not to like, honestly? If you don't like reggae, this is the kind of dub reggae that should reconcile you with this. And if you already like, then this should... yeah, well, I'm not gonna tell you how to think. How early shall we go jazz tonight? Huh? Hello, monsieur. Bonjour, Edward. You watched the Michael 45 stream, huh? I don't think tonight. But you know what? Maybe I should play all the records I have of them just to show the scope of how good they are and how they should get more attention. So this is General Strike, the one and only LP they did, Danger in Paradise, originally from 95, but only issued on vinyl in 2010 or 2012. And reissued, or repressed, not reissued, repressed these days, apparently, which is why I discussed this with Dom. I hope so too. I hope you're having a good weekend, Rev, and that you're feeling all right today. And I hope the music will, as with my shoulder, heal a little bit. Do you, Bat? Do you have the CD? You have the CD then? Yeah. Hello, Nathaniel. Hello, Jeff. Nice to see you. I'll be going in all directions tonight, I think. Or maybe not all, but quite a few. This is a new record. I mentioned that on Rachel's stream earlier today. I love this. Hello, Florian.
She played the piano constantly. Chopin, Rachmaninoff.
This is a very special
Tchaikovsky.
record for me.
And you could tell
Hello,
how she
Joe.
was feeling by how she was playing. The parakeets would sit on her shoulders while she played. She trusted me with all her secrets. She went on Saturday nights to the movies to make out with boys.
That would be Fred McDowell.
That was when she stood up for herself and yelled back.
I'm gonna let the music
And
speak.
she talked to me about feelings for other girls. It was a period of sexual repression, and she was made to fear her sexuality. And a lot of it was her need to be held. She had a saying, lean cat, savage cat. I felt very close to her, but she was in and out of institutions most of my childhood. Once they started sending her away, they kept sending her away.
Hello, Jackson. Complètement français. So there was a short track, one where Nan Golding actually speaking, but this is a choir record. Yes, an uneven project, the Soundwalk Collective, but when they hit the goal, yeah, they can be really, really good. So this was just released. This is the soundtrack to a movie that won the Gold Lion, the biggest prize at the Venice Mostra Film Festival last year. It's a movie inspired by the journals of Nan Golding, the artist, about the opioid epidemic in the US, but not just that. And in the way now, It doesn't really matter. We're listening to the soundtrack. Very nice finish to the record with a selected varnish on both sides. Just was released. Yeah, so yeah, this is a record that when I first heard the sound bites, you couldn't listen online to the whole record, and I was not 100% sure. I really liked the tracks where Nan Golding recites her journals. There's only 2 of these on the record. I played the first one. The second one is a little longer and is as good. But most of the record is more this choral, female choral music with treatment and some production overdubbing, and it's really good. But it took me a couple of lessons to really figure out that this is actually not just choral music. It is soundwalk collective music, and it's actually part of the upper the high standards they can have. And now I'm gonna read you guys a little bit. Sorry. Salut Julia. But what? Oh, the Fred McDowell? Yeah, Mississippi Fred McDowell. Oh, see? Johnny Witt is talking about the movie that we were listening to the soundtrack to. Absolutely. I didn't know that. Bodo is talking about Wuppertal because of something we were talking about on Michael's stream earlier. Hello, Marcella. Yeah, I don't go on the screen that often, but Friday evenings usually. Hello, Radio Gnome. Better though. Oh yeah, a little bit. I can see how you connected to that. Yeah, we'll get some of that back. Now we're listening to one of my favorite albums of this year so far. Charles Curtis double album. Charles Curtis is the prime musician of the Eliane Radig oeuvre. And I think it was last year I played this double LP of a record he did in the 90s, in the late 90s, that is kind of post-rock and drone. I know Alex Motorik went crazy for, and a few others. Maybe I'm exaggerating, saying going crazy. I never picture Alex going crazy. But I've seen him live a few times, and this came out on Yoshiwada's son's label, Saltern, and he's turning into this label into one of the prime archival recordings of minimalism. But this is more than that. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's not for a lot of people still with modern classical, but yeah, what can I do? Hello, Alan. Nice to see you tonight. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar, the tipping jar for your DJ tonight to support the stream. Much appreciated. Exactly. Yeah, this is, and a lot of the record is like what we're listening to, like straight up solo cello in a modern classical fashion. This is composition by Charles Curtis, by the way. So there's a bridge between that and Baroque music in a way, even if it's far-fetched to say so. But there are other compositions that are way more in line with Terry Riley and stuff like that. I'll play one. I want one. I'm not surprised, Rev. Like, that sounds like exactly up your alley right now. Indeed, Rich. Don't be sorry, that's fine. I'm happy to read you say that. Some of these records, by the way, I do every now and then a video with Michael where I talk about upcoming releases. Some of these are records I talked about like 3-4 months ago. So now I'll play another composition, not by him, so you see kind of a little bit of the scope of sounds and music you find on this record. By the way, the Soundwalk Collected, first time ever I buy one of these kind of music records that comes in the MoFi inner sleeve. Hello, Johan. Yeah, I assume so always. Yeah, and now we're listening to this side is music, French music from the 14th century. So I was wrong. The first track, there is a reason why it sounded a little like Baroque or even before Baroque. But this is still like, this is Guillaume de Machaut, from the 14th century. How amazing is that? There's also a composition on one whole side by Richard Maxfield. I should talk more about Richard Maxfield. I'm a huge lover of his music, and he gets seldom mentioned. Thank you, Vinyl Dreamscape, Sean. I always mix up. Sorry, I don't know why I called you Edward Vinyl Dreamscape, but Bat and Vinyl Dreamscape left very nice tips in the coffee jar in the description, the coffee link. Thank you guys, much appreciated. This will always go, you know where it's going, directly back into the show. Well, I don't know about that, but that would be an interesting scene. Ah, yeah. Thank you, Von Zipper. Oh, wow. Wasn't it like 2-1, like only half an hour ago? Go Quell, Oakenshield. Nice to see you. Kind of in a way. But this is, again, music from the 14th century. I'll play a little bit of the other side with some of his own composition, or maybe I'll do it another time. But next song I wanted to play, I didn't plan it, but the other day on the George Borden stream, there was a discussion about what ifs with Kurt Cobain. And apparently there was a Michael Stipe collaboration in the works. I don't know if I buy into that. If it's like one of these cases, like when Genesis P. Orridge from Throbbing Gristle was saying that he had planned with Ian Curtis to do a band together right before Ian committed suicide, and that they wanted to disband both their bands and start a band together. He's the only one who knows the truth, or now he passed. Yeah, a little bit on this. Indeed, but it's cello. Hello, Eric. Good. I'm massively into Hungarian, Romanian, and Yugoslavian music from the 70s and 80s. Massively so. But yeah, so on George Gordon, they were talking about that collaboration that never was. And I wanted to hop on. There was some issue, but it reminded me of like what would be the closest Michael Stipe could get to true, like indie 90s, late 80s, 90s street cred collaboration. And for me, it was obvious. One of the absolute best pop or rock records of the 90s. One of the few records I have actually that is pop rock that I like from start to end. There's not a bad song. So I'm going to play this right now. I hope it doesn't get the stream shut down. It might fit pretty well with this.
If I walk down this hallway tonight, it's too quiet, so I head through the dark and call you on the phone. Push your old numbers.
I get goosebumps already.
And let your house ring till I wake your ghost. Let him walk down your hallway. It's not this quiet. Slide down your receiver, sprint across the wire. Follow my number, slide into my hand. It's the blaze across my nightgown. It's the phone's ring.
That's the thing. I don't, but in this you'll see. I give up the arms. He had something.
Last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles.
Well, that's because it's the singer of the Throwing Muses. Her first solo album.
I can't drink this coffee till I put you
Hips
in
and
my
Makers.
closet. Let him shoot me down. Let him call me off. I take it from his whisper. You're not that tough. It's the blaze across my nightgown.
Hello, Chris.
It's the phone's ring.
Yeah, unbelievable. Almost 30 years. I bought this when it was released.
I think last night you were driving circles around
Well,
me.
up until the mid-90s, it was Yugoslavian. But yeah, sure. Absolutely. I
You
love
were
Serbia.
driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me.
I'll just play another song. This is the first song, and I played the last one. There are some rocking songs, by the way, on this, but I'm playing the moody ones. But this one is more cheeky.
Rocking on the ocean, sucking up the sea. Every bird flies time. We have a good time.
Yeah, this is the title song. Yeah. I don't know if it's still easy to find this.
I married a boxer to keep me from fighting.
Yeah.
I married a brewer to
Well, they
keep me from
very quickly
drinking.
overtook the Throwing Muses. I think this is like the best Throwing Muses record, because most of the Throwing Muses are still on this.
We have hips
Ah,
and
cool.
makers. They keep me dancing. They keep
It's difficult not to like this, isn't it?
They keep me dancing. They keep me dancing. They keep me dancing.
Such a great sense of melody. This is pop, but
Rocking on the ocean, sucking up the sea. Every bird flies over me. We have hips and makers. We have hips and makers. We have a good time.
I agree. This album is one of a
We
kind.
have a good time.
And I guess it could only come
Finally,
at the tail end of the Pixies and the Throwing Muses.
it's
Like
alright.
Last Splash couldn't have occurred during the Pixies, and this they had to mature to a certain level to understand, to let go of the pretense. If that's a bit harsh to say that way. I love both of these bands. Now a record from last year. By the way, I'm finally up to date with my 2022 and 2021 record buying. So I will soon be doing my infamous best of the year videos for 2021 and 2022. And this will maybe be included in 2022.
When the moon goes down for rest, I see the best in you, in you. When the moon goes up to sea, I am ready.
Singer is 11 years old. Hence the voice.
When you touch me, when I like you, when you love me, you are ready. When I touch you, when you say I love you, there's a sign.
This is Sam Gendel, the one and unique Sam Gendel.
I'm waiting for you.
Antonia Citrunovic. So the story goes about that record that Sam was spending the weekend with his girlfriend, and her girlfriend had her young little sister around for the weekend, and she started to sing, and he was like, keep on, and started to improvise music on it and recorded it, and they said, oh, let's do it for real. And went very fast, but that's it. That's Sam Gendel featuring or with his girlfriend's little sister. Um, strange album in a way, but also so beautiful. Now something absolutely one of the heights, the absolute heights of my record collecting this year. A record I've been after for 20 years. Salut Bat. see you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know. See you around, and thank you for the tipping in the tipping jar. Wow, someone is on things. It depends on the songs. Globally, yes, but there are some songs that work. Like the one I played, I think it really works. So. Yeah, he tends to be really good and interesting. Joan Brooks, the name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you. So this is home for me. Not geographically, but aesthetically. What I love about Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 by Aphex Twin, I get from this record that is 20 years, 10 years, 11 years older. This is from 82. And the package is, I'll show you. Thomas, you're my own Shazam? That's insane. Incredible jacket, seal screen. This, by the way, is a historical figure in Portugal, where this band is from, who killed the king. with tons of inserts explaining the whole thing. With the Textural logo here. This package is just absolutely incredible. I will be doing a video about Electro, since this is one of my favorite bands. For so long I couldn't find their records. It was so difficult. I knew about it and it frustrated me so much. Now I got almost everything I want from them, and I'm so happy to see how how bright, at least in my opinion, I was in having them on my radar for so long. So nice, Thomas. This is side 4. For me, side 3 and 4 are the best on that one. I hope. Let me know what you think. Yeah, it's not a cheap record, unfortunately. Yeah. The Moscow Live is amazing. This is a band that their live albums are amazing. And there's lots of connections with jazz, by the way. Yeah, Oakenshield is talking about the sound on this record. This is such a good point. Yeah, Juno 6 is one of the top 3 synthesizers of the 80s for sure. That one is from 82, Thomas, if I remember correctly. This is another live well worth getting of theirs. Also amazing packaging with oversized cover, seal screen. No, this one is not seal screen. This one I played here before, the Halle Comet. Amazing artwork. Live at Knitting Factory, amazing. Digital Busa, so good as well. If you want Telectru on the cheap, the first one, Belzebu, has a reissue that you can still find for cheap. That sounds good. That includes a bonus CD that is not that good. Oh yeah. 084, sorry guys, yeah. It is, I guess, for someone who's not that into ambient and post-industrial music, maybe they would think, okay, this is ambient, big deal, it's good, I like it, but no, this is very special, very special. Ooh, well, at least you have one. And yes, these records are. I mean, I only started to get them seriously very recently, and I've been after them for for a long time actively. You don't see these, or very rarely. I only saw two in Den Bosch the first time, and the ones I already had. Some of them are quite affordable still, but the pressings, all of these are like handmade or like private press, like own labels, stuff like that. It's the label who did the reissue of the second one actually. When I say Belzebu is the first one, it's because the very first one is not good. The first one is they were part of a rock band, a punk band called GNR. I say punk, but that's what they say. It is a mishmash of things that don't really work together, in my opinion. So for me, the first real one is Belzebu, and the label Holuzam, who issued that, they plan to issue all of them, but it still hasn't seen the light of the day. So we'll see. Oh, believe me, like I spent years on the Portuguese Craigslist and stuff like that. This one actually I got from the US, Dom, thanks to my friend Cesar. This goes on, but I'm playing the solo album by one of the two guys behind Telectu, Vitor Rua. Vitor, not Victor. Vitor Rua. Featuring an amazing cast, including Elliot Sharp, Carlos Zingaro, Saheb Sarbib, the jazz musician, soloist, Rafael Toral. Not easy to find either. So Telectu is like post-industrial, post-punk, but at one point it goes into like fourth world, spiritual jazz as well, free jazz even, as you can hear. And yeah, they collaborated with Jacques Berrocal, with so many people. One of them died eventually in the, I don't remember when, but really, I guess Telectu is really amazing between 81 and 87. After that, you have to be careful to check if you it's hit and miss after that. But like during that time, it's just absolutely joyful and surprising, and and these are cool. I love the music. Otherwise, I wouldn't get them. But they are quite cool records to collect. Yeah, I'm glad you you share the sentiment that this is brain melting. Okay, let's play some cheaper music. I'm not sure, Rufan. Did they see you? For me, this is an acid record. And it's the whole album is almost like vignette type of tracks. So you get all kinds of crazy shit going on. But when I say that, I hate myself for saying crazy shit. This is these guys know what they're doing actually. I don't know about the belly. I have a lot of belly dance records, Rufan. I love belly dance music. But if you want to belly dance to this, I see zero objection. But admittedly, compared to the one I played before from Telek2, this is more like this has an element of free improvisation for sure. You can hear the Elliott Sharp guitar playing in the background there, probably. Not necessarily because one of the guys from Telek2 is a guitar player and a really good one. Oh, we've already been at it for over an hour. Is it when I should remind the people who watch this live and not live, if you enjoy the selection, the show, please like the video. And if you like it very much and want to support the channel, you can always leave a tip to your DJ in the Ko-fi link in the description. Thank you. Now something I would expect to learn about from Dom or Alex. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm such an enabler with you, Dom, am I not? But this one, thankfully, I think you will want this as well, and it's cheap. It's a new record from the US, only 200 copies, seal screen jacket, everything you'd love, right? On this label, Future Corridor. Dub, electronics, fourth world, what's not to like? Cut for vinyl by Dietrich Schoenemann, one of the greatest vinyl cutting engineer of American music in the 90s and early 2000s. Really good mastering engineer as well. He did a lot of Midwest acid techno that sounds absolutely fantastic. This is a new addition. Most of the records I played tonight are new additions. Not really. I'm getting new records all the time, and I want to show you guys something pretty funny. Today I got a package from Seldom, and lately I've been complaining about their packaging, how a lot of the records I got from them arrive with bent corners or bumped corners. These ones didn't. It arrived in a box that didn't look that good, but inside the box, the records were in this fucking shit. A heavy, high-pressure bubble plastic box, whatever that is. And this, man, yeah, the bass is really good radio gnome. Good ears. But this is a game changer. I don't know if it's a standard new thing or if they got it custom made for them, but I don't, Dom, and I think I listened to it, to at least one, and I wasn't as much into it as this one. And this track is by far, in my opinion, the stronger one. But this is a new record, so you can still find it for $20. And I think they only did 200 copies of it with a silk screen print jacket. I discovered this through the OBC, by the way. Thank you, the OBC. The OBC and César. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that, but yeah, well, it was perfect, the exact right size. Hello, Charles. I hope the ones before were decent. Exactly. So another record I talked about before it was released.
The world, a feeling of, but us two at this moment of time, maybe not. Lost in space.
Horrible, Thomas. I agree.
Radiating out from no center. With each inhalation, a graceful step towards a truly successful disappearance. The moon
What is done?
In a clearing now, less clear you'd say. Maybe say something like, don't think about the past too much. Or something like, try not to think about too many different things at once. Or something like, don't think about the future too much at all. And anyway, why are we even talking about all this? There are these moments when everything is right in front of you. I mean, at least that is how it feels. The long Monday that follows a light user's weekend.
Ah, okay.
The crescent bruise that matches the height of the bathroom doorknob. The received wisdom cast aside. What used to be, keep my grave open, now is, won't clog the lid of the coffin. They eat green salad and drink human blood. A sustained moment of pre-echo, peace on earth, okay, now back to totally shattered. And so, the difference
in a completely different manner, this is also a brain melter for me.
After everything, there you are still hesitating. No one came, and no one called. So, who's haunting who here? So, who's haunting who here? So, who's haunting who here?
Yeah. Hello, Auguste. Nice to see you.
Who's haunting who here? Penultimate gasp, if that's what you think. Clarity within the granular, but still no sense of the whole. Zero stability coupled with tons of repetition. You thought you'd have another chance, yeah, well, maybe. It was not the dose that determined the poison, but the category.
Another record that will make my end years list.
Silence with the volume turned all the
The
way
Ben
up.
Vida
A
album.
closer look at absolutely nothing. Mundane to point of being psychedelic.
I have some one Ben Vida record from a few years ago that was sent to me as a promo, and I wasn't. It didn't do much for me, but this one.
Well, I say, 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 well, I say. Brain transplant, the skull retreats. Undiluted love that mind recoils. Insurmountable nonsense, the eyes blanch. Baseline kindness, the heart unfurls. Beat headache, the visions of light. Vertical drop, the spine rejoices. Soft non-fiction, the spleen blinks. Horrible your teeth, the smile radiates. And now she says.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I wrote in my post about the stream that I was pretty excited about what I was about to play tonight, even if there's still always some improvisation.
Think of this as a productive sort of delirium. Think of this as a sweet hush. Selfishness.
Fair enough.
Carelessness is it. Maybe you should talk with someone.
A bit difficult name, huh?
Experiences on repeat. The process of waiting out on repeat. Crippled symmetry on repeat. Off the face on repeat. He turns to blue on repeat. The number one song in heaven, man. I gotta get some sleep. All they were able
Yeah.
to parse from the.
It's nothing like that sounds like that. Like when I heard the clips of this first, I was like, Ben Vida, oh, ooh. And it just builds up. It's almost like a cult chanting in a way, but it's poetry.
Homelessness, feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt.
But again, do they see you? Are you trying to say that I only play ghostly music?
Homelessness, feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt. On, say on, be said on, somehow on, to know how on, said know how on, say for be said, missaid, from now say, for be missaid, so, who's haunting who here, so, who's haunting who here, so,
Oh, I thought you had it,
who's
Dom.
haunting who here,
Oh, I
so,
missed it, okay.
who's haunting who here, homelessness, a feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt, homelessness, a feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt, homelessness, a feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt, homelessness, a feeling of, and then again, and with little doubt,
This is too good. I'm gonna let the next track play a little bit. It is very similar, but it just like gets a little more sounds. Less like each track is kind of similar, but with more stuff happening, more instruments. Exactly. All right, Dom. Let me know later. Bye bye. True that. Oh, I have something along that. I have some Appalachian music to play tonight.
Okay, and in that sense, or to say it again, or to say okay well, or to say okay well, and or so, 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 and so now and again, 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 and so now and again.
So yeah, this is brand new, so you can find it for cheap as well.
And then again, and again, and again.
This is so good.
A black box, a black box, a black box, a black box. A quiet call, a quiet call, a quiet call. Slow turn, slow turn, slow turn, slow turn. A warm haze, a warm haze, a warm haze.
And this was released on Shelter Press, the French label.
That's a track, that's a track, that's a track. Agree again, agree again, agree again.
Of course, it has like echoes to New York minimalism. If you listen to Steve Reich's music from the early 70s, not the percussion stuff, but when he started to use tape, and not just him, a few others, but there's obviously a connection between this and that. But this is more, what I really love about this is how, even if obviously it's hyper technical, the rhythm, the tempo, the tuning and all that, there's something quite natural about it to me. Even if in a way it's the opposite of that.
And so, or not. Nearly enough. Elsewhere again. Always everything. And then again.
Was it in the theater or in the stadium, Angelo? Hello, Angelo. You're good. I packaged you. I found the missing record. I haven't packaged it, Angelo.
Or always in everything so, always in everything well, beginning to fade well, always in everything and beginning to fade, or always in everything so, beginning to fade and beginning to fade, or always in everything so, always in everything well, beginning to fade well. Something lesser at least.
What would be the Kool-Aid? Easy now. Tell me.
Something like the last
Oh, so you play with trolls now. I knew it.
What was he wanting to say? Where'd that word out joint go? Something beginning to fade, both inward and upward. What was he wanting to say? What was he wanting
Which
to
one?
say? Where'd that word out joint
Which one do you have?
This is clearly too much, both within and without. A closer look at nothing, balance between 2 points. A broadcast from nowhere. This is nearly enough. Can't seem to catch my breath. Allowing these for a moment. I took more than I should have. Things are so clear. What was he wanting to say? What was he wanting to say? Something's just begun. A picture of a tree. A picture of 2 cats. A picture of your brother.
Hey, Marc Lassman.
Something more like. Something in this moment. Something reflecting out. Something beginning to fade. This is
Oh, get Belzebu then.
what was he wanting to
Belzebu.
say? What was he wanting
wanting to say? What was he wanting to say? What was he wanting to say? Picture this. Something's up with my
And get the
vision.
reissue
Something's up
cheap,
with my vision.
unless you want the original.
Recording of charcoal, the classical on repeat, a folder deleted. What was he wanting to say? 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 So then again, begin again. So then again.
So next record is gonna be one of the best jazz records of the past 10 years as far as I'm concerned. I was discussing it this week with a friend of the show, Steve Davis. You reminded me of it. And so I picked it from the shelves. And I remember I hadn't listened to it in a couple of years, but I used to play that so much when I got it. And I went on Discogs and there's 40 plus copies, around $10, 10-15. So we'll see what you guys think about it. Some will know, hopefully. So here it is. I put that poem. What should I do? This is the record I'm playing a whole side of tonight. Sorry for those who are annoyed by it.
Found my legs much better than before, totally fine, or just maybe crashing down on the couch, face smashed in the cushion, all air leaving in a rush. Maybe you should call someone total bliss, an explosion of stars. This is more than I wanted, this is more than I wanted, and then again, begin again.
How is the sound, by the way? I haven't asked in some time. I did some EQing. I hope you guys hear it. That is good enough.
Here comes another wave, here comes another beat. Here's where we'll start from. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Now is a daze, born like an aura. Now is a daze, slowly sinking in. Now is a daze, finding a new depth. Now is a daze, a beautiful unfurling of every permutation. Now is a daze, which do you choose? Now is a daze, a hard or soft option. Eyes half lidded. Could you go into the kitchen and get me a glass of water? Picture this, an image of a tree, an image of two cats, an image of your brother. The foothills in high def, nothing like before, nothing in this moment, nothing reflecting out. This is more than I wanted. What was he wanted to say? What was he wanted to say? Picture this, nothing was revealed, nothing was revealed. I'm going out for a while, I'll call you later. And to repeat, and to repeat, and to repeat, and to repeat. And then again, begin again, 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 and then again, begin again.
It is, isn't it? We got it, Thomas.
After dinner, the digital Yara. Take it easy. Find the right question. Image of around the world. The outcome is the same.
Well, I hope you are too rich. I know it's not for everyone, but this is the second time I'm listening to this, and I mean, on wax, I've listened to it online before, and I'm just stunned by how good I find this and how special it is.
Alright, and then again, and begin again. Alright, and then again, and begin again. And alright, and then again, and begin again. And alright, and then again, and begin again. And alright, and then again.
Oh, Rich, I hadn't seen. Thank you. Thank you, Rich, for leaving a little tip in the coffee jar. And same with Gidget. Thank you, Gidget. Rich, of course I'm a 90s indie kid. I was born into music in 1990. Good point there.
Why not now? And why not now? Alright, and then again, and begin again. Alright, and then again, and begin again.
Good point, Sean.
Alright, and then again and again.
Yes,
And alright, and then again and
absolutely.
again. And alright, and then again and again.
But I find this even stronger than Laurie Anderson. I really like Laurie Anderson. Don't mind it. Don't take me wrong. I have most of her records. I imagine being in the venue when they play that. That I would travel to do that. Okay, some freaky jazz now, huh? Freaking freaky jazz.
On Sunday, June 3rd, we rode the maiden on the shore. 2 hours just as our result consisted of a square straw mat suspended full yard with stiff rope.
That's in France, actually, Radio Gnome. Absolutely. Wait. Yeah, sorry. I see what you're doing.
A single man of war.
Ah, you enabler. Cheers. So this is the record I was discussing with Steve Davis the other day, by Matana Roberts, an amazing jazz musician. She this is a series of 4 LPs so far. This is volume 3. The 3 others are like regular modern jazz. This is when she goes all freaky. She does everything on this, I think. And this came out on Constellation, the Canadian rock label or post-rock label of Godspeed You Black Emperor, by the way. Which is a little bit odd, but I'm happy this was released at all. So thank you, Constellation. No, Eric. Wait, here. No, here. Yeah. Am I not allowed to drink some gin? Huh? I like gin. Oh, okay. This is Plymouth Soul Slow Gin, which is why it's dark. But you're always here, so that's good, Daniel. Guten Abend, Michael. Hello, Pat. The schnapps is too hardcore for me right now. I'm already getting a little tipsy. Schnapps, I would get drunk already. Maybe next week if I'm still here. I don't mind schnapps every now and then. So again, this is Matana Roberts. She's been playing in many bands, ensemble, and she's actually helming quite a few. She has a band as well, jazz quintet or quartet. But this is her doing everything alone. And so much. Oh, no, not with. I'm not gonna use tonic with slow gin. All right. How is it? You seem to like it, Pat, huh? Is it? Okay. For me, listening to this kind of jams is very stimulating, inspiring. But everything has to come to an end. But not this stream, and not yet. So the Matana Roberts. So we played earlier the Steve Beresford David Choop General Strike post-punk dub project. This is not far away. Thank you, Angelo, for leaving a tip to your DJ tonight in the coffee link, coffee jar in the description. Thank you, much appreciated. So this is a band I've been aware of since I started buying records in the early 90s. And but I never had a good reason to buy them, because the album I heard first of them was the one they had back then in the early 90s. And I still don't like it. I don't think it's horrible, but there's something off with it for me. And last year, a beloved member of the VC, Rob Walker, showed him picking up a few of these records. And that reminded me of them in a different way. And then at Lost Den Bosch, Michael picked them up as well, and we listened to them together on his stereo. And although I still don't like the latter albums, the first one, man. African Head Charge, My Life in a Hole in the Ground, on New Sound. Produced obviously by Adrian Sherwood. It says 91, but it's actually 81. Very early on New Sound. Oh, nice. I had no idea. That's cool. I hope she goes back to this, because the fourth one was more traditional game. Nothing wrong with that, but it's less surprising. All right, got you. Hello, Doogie Fresh. Thank you. I'm really happy with it tonight as well. Hello, Sava. Ah, yeah. I'm playing the next song also to show you that it's all the songs of the album. It's post-punk dub, but they're all different. Yeah, it was very nice. Okay, the new Matana Roberts. But how do you like the one we played tonight? Oh yeah, I should have been more patient. So African Head Charge was, if I remember correctly, they were kind of put together almost artificially, and Adrian Sherwood had to produce it, and became part of it, and it became a real project. But I'm not sure on the details, but just think about it. This is 42 years old. That was the sound, also was the sound of London in 81. Yeah. I'll dare say hopefully so. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, they're still active, Michael. It's a collective. Like the musicians have changed over time. Adrian Sherwood is there whenever. Adrian Sherwood, who's soon putting out the Sonic Boom Panda Bear album from 2 years ago now, or last year, the dub version of it. Go for it, Daniel. Go for it. think yesterday I was talking with Dom and I was lamenting on how this year proves a little harder to find really, really great new records for me. It's not totally true, but like the next one I'm playing, brand new, killer from start to end. But it's not a new name though. Okay, I play some more of this. See, free dub tracks. All the free ones are so different from each other. This is a really good album. Plus the cover is just fantastic. I mean, it looks like an industrial record, or it looks like, what it looks like? It looks like a Depeche Mode record from the early 80s or the mid 80s on Mute Records, when they were kind of like, still had this industrial aesthetic. But all the dudes are black in the on the back. Okay, well, I played some dub early on, and I might play some more, or maybe I keep it for next week. Who knows? This is minimalistic in all the right ways. The guitar is barely playing guitar tones. It's just like the guitar is played like a percussion on this, with some delay there. It's just perfect. It's just bass percussions, either real like traditional turfs or instruments used like perks. There's not a bad song on that album. After the first album, I think it's not bad, but it's not for me. They start to integrate too much stuff, and it becomes a bit trancy at times as well. You know what? Yeah, Adrian Chawood is still very active, and almost everything he does is. First time I hear it, I get like, wow. But it's very rare nowadays that he does anything that I want to listen twice. This African Head Short, I can listen to it to the end of my life, but I still give him a chance all the time. Yeah, very good observation. Yeah, there's something communal about it for sure. So what are we listening to now? For me, this is again one of the best albums of the year by far. I've been waiting for it since last year. I thought it was going to come out in December. That's when it was supposed to come out. Again, it's not a new artist, but it's his best new release in years for me, as far as I'm concerned. Because my favorite music from this artist is from the 90s. This is a musician I love and sometimes hate, with his wife, who's also a musician in her own right, Eiko Ishibashi, and the great Jim O'Rourke. Lifetime of a Flower. This is the soundtrack to an installation. Yeah, an exhibition and an installation in Dortmund. That took place between April and September last year. Mastered by Jörg Bürger, great techno guy. And this came out on Weekend, the same label that is giving us another record I got. I might play later. Yeah, it is. I don't know if they're married, but they've been together for. That's why he moved to Japan. Oh, nice. You might have to go online. I don't know where your local is, though. I'll play this for a little while because this is just fantastic. The next record is maybe my favorite bass line in popular music ever. Because we're approaching disco time, right? It's soon midnight. This is such a journey. So many sounds, so many harmonies, melodies, ghosts of melodies. I just love these records that have this obvious beauty with lots of contrast, lots of, all this very, almost this disturbance in noise and frequencies, and like hundreds of small sonic events. And of course the groove, the drum bass drum groove. I'm not a Jim Rock fanboy, but when he goes to this level, I mean, this series, the old time, new time of Jim Rock records, collections, archival. They're so rich. It took me a while to realize how essential these are. But yeah. Huh. Maybe we will. That's a good way to describe it as well, Angelo. I say contrast. That is what you're saying with all the words, and I like it. I guess that Steve is mentioning it as well because this is produced by Jim Rock, one of the absolute best jazz records of this year and of the past few years, I dare say, produced by this guy. Actually, more than produced, but yeah. Recorded in the Atlantis studio where ABBA recorded all the records. If you go on my, I think it's my oldest video. It's a short. No, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, it might be it. It's one of the two shorts I have, which is Visits in Studios. It's the Atlantis studio before it was remade very recently. I do. Dan Burke, which featured Illusion of Safety is like a sound project. It's music concrète, noise, experimental, electroacoustic that has existed since the early mid-80s, I think, and Jim Rock was at one point a member of the band. That's as good a take as any, Daniel. Or actually, it's a good take, yeah. I don't know because I don't know what that exhibition was about. But the title is Lifetime of a Flower, which is probably the title of the exhibition as well, because it's called an original soundtrack. So I guess, yeah. I went straight to side 2. So just so you know, the first side is really good as well, but I just love the yeah where it starts on side 2. Slap Happy for me is a bit problematic. I like them, but I prefer Henry Cow, and I love Henry Cow. Not every single record of Henry Cow, but at like 75%. And and I love Fred Frith. But Slap Happy has more vocals, and I'm not sure I'm in love with the vocals in Slap Happy, but I like it sometimes. So if I can listen to it, I will definitely. But yeah, that's right. It's here. Who knows? I just might. Doing a live, my live stream straight live from the Eurovision. Huh? That would be horrible. Yeah, illusion of safety. Yeah. Even if you guys financed I might be a crook and use all the money on records anyways. No, but it could be fun though. But I'd have to find a way to make it really fun for more than 10 minutes though, because I'd be stuck there for hours. All right, you guys want a great bass line, great tune that some might hate it, some might find the production dated, but I don't think so. I think it still sounds futuristic. From the great and beloved and hated and loathed, loved Stock, Aitken, and Walker Mag. An amazing thank you to you, Daniel. Daniel made an extremely generous tip in the Ko-fi jar in the description, the Ko-fi link. Daniel, you don't know how much I appreciate it, but I appreciate everyone, but you went over the top. The drums on this are so good, and the bass hasn't even started, as you can hear. But it's coming. super cheap record, obviously, but this is the single with the extended version, which is 1,000 times better than the regular version. The regular version is amazing, but this FLM, fame. What is L? And M is for money, I guess. Fame, love, and money.
Here's the solution. Follow money. You can't get the answers if you don't take chances. Follow the money. So tired watching the world go by, seeing the time fly, floating away. Sometimes I can't fly so high, I can't see blue skies where others see gray. If you're in confusion, here's the solution. Follow money. You can't get the answers if you don't take chances. Follow money.
Extended version, drum break.
Wait till white one comes up. I love money. I love money. I love money. Independence. I love money. I love money.
Don't want to sit on the sideline or stare at the skyline. Just wanna be free. If you're in confusion, here's the solution. Follow money. You can't get the answers if you don't take chances. Follow money.
This music was made solely in the lab for business. Just think about the craziness of this production. That was made to be a hit. So it was cynical. But, yeah, that bass line, so good. And of course, 80s cut up like Latin Rascal style, Chef Nunez, Mantronics. Almost makes me want to listen to Mantronic now. Oh yeah, that's the best. You know why you got it. You know it. FLM, the extended version, the club mix and the dub mix. So it's really all about the extended version. Stock, Aitken and Waterman. These guys have a bad reputation, but man, I love how The drums are by Lynn. Someone knows what this means. Yeah, it's. I'm sure you can get for less than $5. Drum break again. Well, it's the end of the song, but these drums are so tight but so insane. Good club track, right? Probably more crazy now than when it was released. '87, yeah. I think some do, but or maybe the songs are already longer than used to be because their normal track this is probably like less than 4 minutes long. So the standards have changed a bit. Oh yeah, totally. Like for instance, the Lin drum. Exactly. Hello, Grant. Oh, well, you're welcome. I really liked it. The friend who I got it from, who I asked to buy it for me, uh, is I think a local of the shop where some of the guys who are in the band work also, and I asked him to get in touch with them or with you. I don't know, and he couldn't for some reason. But hit me up on my Instagram if you have Instagram. It's the same name. Quite a few people here ordered the record from the Bandcamp tonight. You can tell us. You know the numbers and the reality. Quite a few say they did anyways. Congratulations on releasing a really really good record. So this record now is. I'm very excited by one record coming out soon, a reissue of probably the CD I listen to the most, or a CD that was released on New Albion in the late 90s by Stuart Dempster, the Cistern Chapel. This is being reissued on Important. Me and my friend Jose had our eyes on actually doing that, but we weren't fast enough. And yeah, I talked about Stuart Dempster a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I think he's the secret weapon of Pauline Oliveros. And this record I'm playing now, Ellen Fullman and David Gemper, featuring Stuart Dempster on 2 tracks. This came out 18, 5 years ago. You can still get it from their Bandcamp. That's how I got it. Fossicle. So it is deep listening music, and I'm playing one of the 2 tracks featuring Stuart Dempster now, and the next one is also with him. It's a little shorter and a little different, you'll see. But you can get it for $20. How did you find this so fast? But that's maybe someone wrote a note. Good Good night, Michael. See how this starts? Yeah, it sounds nice, drony sounds. The more you get into it, with the repetition, you start to expect and wait for the bass waves. How many did purchase tonight, Brent? I know this stream sometimes can have a nice effect, so I'll get the commission, I guess. Well, let's hope for some more in the coming days then. But really fun cover, artwork, very, very clean screen print. And yeah, congratulations. Yes, Auguste, it is. After a while, that's exactly what it is. And why I was oming. Oming? Get you around, yeah. I don't remember the name, but this technique of vocalizing, supposedly from the Tibetan monks, the diaphonic chanting, where when you, with the throat singing, when you actually manage to produce a second sound at the same time. Sounded better when I had the music on, right? Exactly, Steve. I've practiced. And now you get Stuart playing. The previous track he was playing the didgeridoo probably. Now he's playing the trombone. The throat singing was from me then. Was the long string instrument and didgeridoo, yeah. You know, that's the long Ellen Fullman's long string instrument. I think it's actually part of the reason. Yeah, very astute comment. Yeah, this is the kind of. I think I discovered this in the 90s through there was on Arte, a French-German TV channel that had a program called Tracks, where I discovered that, and that fascinated me. Wow. probably anyone who hears it, but how you can produce two sounds at the same time with your throat. Of course, it's going to be fascinating. What's even more fascinating is when you realize that you can do it. It's not super hard. You just need to self-train a little bit, and you will manage to do that. Yeah. So if you like this, the Seldom double album coming out on the important called the System Chapel, get this. I'll probably talk many times about it again. But the majesty of the trombone there, and I say majesty, yes, because it sounds majestic. So, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, I might be wrong, but I probably have played this a few weeks ago. My favorite Seefeel record, the Stare Through EP. My favorite song on it, Spangle. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. When when was it? A year and a half ago or 2 years ago, that there was a reissue program with Warp of the Seefeel catalog. I talked a lot about it. I made a whole video about it, and they released an EP limited to 400 or 500 copies. I don't remember, of remixes of songs from this, and I missed it. And then I tricked me into believing that I didn't need it. The original is better, and I think it's better, but I got a chance to get it, and here it is. It's a white label with a stamp. But this continues one of the phrase of the night, dub, adventures in modern dub. Steve Beresford and David Toop, African Head Charge, Seefeel. Very trippy as well. Very well put, Bunk. Oh, another hour has passed. Like the video guys. Like the video girls. And if you like the stream, if you want to support the channel, so I can keep on showing stuff from the shelves I can, but to have this continuous contrast and surprises. If you can afford it and you want to support, like, consider leaving a little tip in the Ko-fi link in the description. I call it the Ko-fi jar. And the winner tonight of the coffee jar is Daniel, but the stream is not ending. Well, I'll thank everyone at the end. I'll thank everyone, including the ones who can't contribute. But it's quite nice to feel supported that way, I must say. Doing this every week now for a year. I've only missed 1 week in January when my father passed and I had to travel abroad. But I think I literally didn't, maybe 1 week around Christmas or New Year's, but I don't think so. I started these weekly, I was doing streams every now and then, but I think I started in July last year. And since then, every week we've been together. Some have gone, some have arrived, some have been there from the beginning and are still here. And I started this coffee thing in October, allowing people to thank me and to support the channel. And yeah, it's been really, really good feeling the love from you and feeling that this is useful for a lot of you. Some just enjoy listening to this and the interaction, and some actually use this as a tool to find stuff that they might want. So yeah, sorry for me babbling. Au revoir, Alan. There will be one last song after this one. We'll hit the 2.5 hour. Even if this might take us to the 2.5 hour. And you know this from Alan. You already anticipated. Yeah. Polyphusia is a compilation of I don't remember which one, if it's the first EP, more like Space and Plain Song. No, I think it's Plain Song and the Plain Song remixes by FX Twin. Am I right? Thank you, Thomas. The last song will be short, so. Or maybe actually, you know what? Maybe this is a good song to finish the stream, right? Thank you, Daniel. That means a lot. This is not much different than the original, but this is such an epic song for me that, like, getting this with a little lifting, another dimension, another angle, it's quite nice. Which also means now I have absolutely every single Seefeel record put on vinyl. I mean, I don't have all the compilation that I'm not a completist like that, but it's one of these bands where it's worth getting everything for me, at least. Well, and don't we look forward the weekend, huh? Hard to find records, fun quests, frustrating sometimes, but when you get the ones, like, it's not like getting the latest Bruce Springsteen live album. I'm sure it's fun as well, but not that it needs to be an exclusive club to be fun, but sure, it's a little bit funnier at least. Nice. Yeah, Juno has a 10% discount till the end of the weekend, I think, on everything. So, thank you. Very nice words. And again, there's a remix of that song by Otaker. I've played it. That has been with me also since the All Tomorrow's Party of 2003, where Mark Clifford performed as Digijecta solo guitar on stage, which sounded eerily like Soft Machine. I kid you not. What if Soft Machine was a solo guitar thing? Mark Clifford managed to sound like that. And he distributed in the alleys of the festival. If you met him, he was selling it straight from his hand, CDs of the Otaker remix of Seefeel. And it took 19 years for it to be released officially, or on vinyl. And I guess officially in a way. Well, I have to go to, what's this? As we're reaching, 2:30. Almost to the second, huh? Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel, Angelo, Gidget, Rich, Bat, Sean, Thomas, Chance, Frank, and G MacG, Fred, Steve, Jim, in between, since they are monthly subscribers as well. Thank you guys. Have a nice evening, night, weekend, and I'll probably see you next week. Thank you.